Maureen, let me get this straight. You wrote and practiced 5 unique speeches to prepare for this, right?
Yes.
Okay, good, because that's the way it came off. Now, just to reset in terms of expectations, you had 5 topics. You actually did not prepare anything. You walked up and just let me select from those 5 randomly, and then stood up here and delivered a 5 to 7 minute speech on that particular topic. Is that right? Okay, so overall, I'd say first off, and this, you mentioned this in the email, that this was a weak point of yours and something that you wanted to work on. I think the courage and the confidence to step up and do that is laudable, and one that I think that I don't know very many people would be willing to do. It's very, very difficult. So I think, like, in terms of what you were trying to do is just to get better and practice how to do that on the fly. And so you use certain techniques and patterns and so on to try to make that more easy. The first thing I think we noticed is that you latched on to something that you knew. You framed your speech. The speech had an intro and a beginning that was about improv. And so you started off kind of walking us through TV shows, some background SNL, just how you appreciated some of these improv techniques and the courage that they had to be able to step up, much like Whose Line Is It Anyway, and so on. So that was kind of the intro. You also ended and returned back to the concept of improv. And so that framed it. Then you got to the meat of the body of the speech, which was really why you like small town life. And that was all about family for the most part, and the different and unique stories and nostalgia about family and visiting. And I think that really allowed the audience to engage. It was kind of heartwarming. It was sort of this Norman Rockwell type picturesque life of farm life and family and storytelling. You managed to inject humor into that, and on the fly, I think that's pretty difficult, but at the same time, it was kind of an endearing, I thought, story and reflection on the past. So in terms of things I would say to focus on and improve on, is the intro was pretty long, and it was quite distinct from what the actual subject was. I was kind of sitting, waiting, and thinking, when is she going to get to the part about small town life? It was also very, very self-aware, so it was almost talking about the speech while in the speech. And so the framing helped, but it also kind of made it, again, more self-aware rather than trying to jump right into small town life. And so, again, on the fly, that's extremely difficult. And as a technique to latch onto something that you know so that you can actually get comfortable, I think that it was well used. It also gave you some space to perhaps possibly think through some ideas and try to structure what you were going to say about small town life. Again, in terms of just the mechanics of the speech, you came out, you were very confident, you were poised, you had good hand movements, and very, very clear, articulate delivery. It didn't seem like something that you were fumbling with. You maybe had a few stumbles early, but then once you got into the groove, you started doing storytelling, and again, it came out very smooth, very natural, and I didn't think or feel as though it was forced in any sort of way. You had, again, like a lot of points of humor, the storytelling and the gossip, the leading the cattle, the one finger wave, which was, I had familiar with a different one finger wave, but the small town life one finger wave. And again, like, to me, it was very much this sort of nostalgic view of family, which was the point of the speech, which is why you like small town life. And I think that was very, very clear and evident from what you told us. So again, overall, I thought fantastic in terms of just coming up on the fly, delivering a speech with very, very little practice. Extremely difficult and extremely courageous, and then to end with reggae as well. That I didn't see that coming, but that was, again, a very, very courageous move. Thank you.